Good morning! So yan, today maglalakad tayo sa neighborhood namin. This is my tiny little home. And we're going to walk Miggy. So, this is my small neighborhood. Nung pumunta kami we moved from Japan to Florida. Dahil sabi ng doktor sa Hawaii, when I had cancer, Jacksonville is one of the best place to move, to retire. Kasi nandito daw ang magagaling na doktor. So that's what we did. So after knowing I had cancer and I got treatment in Hawaii, we decided to retire in Florida. So since retirement, so we prepared and we searched for homes. Tas napunta kami sa pinakamaganda, not pinakamaganda, but it is so beautiful back then. Ang Eagle Landing, it's a golf course, a country club, neighborhood, and we built a house, big house, 5 bedrooms, big lawn, and we have the 5th hole at the back of our property. So, kikita mo yung mga nag-golf. Tapos, country club living. Galing. And then, God was so generous that kahit that we had that big house, we were able to purchase 3 more and use it as a rental. Ganun. And I was not working. But then, challenge came that I had my C1 to C7, those are the 7 bones on the neck, nadurog for no reason at all. And the diagnosis was paralysis because lahat ng ugat ko na nagko-connect sa aking katawan ay mapuputol dahil sa nakaipit sa nadudurog na buto. So I had an emergency surgery to fix it. Pero alam nyo, on the day of my consultation for the surgery, isa-set na ang date para ako'y operahan. And I was rushed to the hospital in New York. Sinabihan na ako ng doktor, hindi ka pwedeng madulas, mabangga, dahil anytime na madulas ka, mabangga, masagi, yung ugat mo pwedeng maputol. That's how delicate it was. Si Inay, she was never hospitalized in my life. Hindi siya nagkakasakit. But then she was rushed in the hospital. Tas wala ako doon kasi siya lang mag-isa. After tatay died. You know, I put my faith in God and I flew to New York. Snow yun. So you can easily get, yun madulas. Kasi snow, madulas ang snow. And lipad ako ng New York. Punta akong ospital. Inasikaso ko kay si Inay. And she was frail. Talaga, I was not afraid. Tapos, I decided na I had to move her to New York. Hindi ako pwedeng magbuhat. Kasi baka sa pagbuhat ko, maputo lang ugat ko. But I moved my mother from from New York to Florida. Lahat ng mga inipon niyang mga gamit, mga magagandang gamit, ipinadala ko sa Pilipinas, pinamigay namin, at dinala lang namin ng necessity sa Florida. So, kasi pag alam ko na I do not know, I do not hold the future, at hindi mo alam kung sa yung operasyon ay mamamatay ka, kasi people are telling me na walang konti lang nabubuhay sa mga operasyon na gagawin sa akin. Isang delikadong operasyon yon. And one great thing that God has given me in this beautiful life is I live without fear. Totoo yun. Hindi ako natakot. Nilipat ko ang nanay ko simula sa New York hanggang Florida. Binaks ko lahat ng mga gamit niya. Hindi natakot na ang mamahal ng mga yon. Pinag-ipunin yun. Pero ngayon ipamimigay ko lang. But then, that's life. You cannot hold on to anything material. You have to choose. So ito ang aming community here. But God was truly generous. Kasi meron kaming Ate Daisy and Kuya Roger. Meron akong Ate Belinda and Kuya Toti. I had a great group of people in New York. They were God sent. Simula pa kay tatay. They made me see the beauty of God's love sa mga tao sa New York. They really brought joy to me na kahit mahirap, I was able to accomplish everything. And that story continues to linger in my heart because faith can save, and faith can truly give you comfort. Our community area, so you have gym, you have swimming pool, and then after surgery I lost senses from neck down. Hindi ako makasalita, hindi ako makakilos, hindi ako makakain. Walang koneksyon ng ulo ko sa mga katawan ko. Hindi ako makasalita kasi everything was mumbled. Everything was just chaos. But you know what was so beautiful? Na habang nangyayari ang lahat ng yon, I was at peace. Punong-puno ako ng kaligayahan for a reason I do not know. You go, Popo, you go, Wiwi, Neneng, Mommy's going to watch you. Beautiful. It was 40 days of Lent in 2017. And during those period that I was really in limbo. Kasi hindi mo alam kung makakalakad pa ako. Hindi mo alam kung makapagsasalita pa ako. Hindi mo alam kung magiging vegetable ako. I cannot hold on to anything because it will drop. I cannot utter a word that I have on my mind because it just mumble when it comes out. I cannot step on my feet because I fall. I shake like, ano yung gumagalaw? Yung, every time I stand on my own, nagsishake ako na sobrang lakas. So, and this is happening before my parents' eye, my mom's eyes and Derek's eyes. So I'm crumbling. But I was still. I was standing still in faith. Hindi ko alam talagang kailangan ng isang taong magkaroon ng pananampalataya para mapatunayan niya na mapatunayan mo sa mundo na ang Diyos ay nasa sayo. Because all through that, I was enveloped with so much grace and love. And eto ngayon, almost how many days now? How many years now? 2017 and 8 years. $17 or 12, yeah, 7 years. Iikot na ako. Nakauwi ako ng Pilipinas, nakapagpaklase ako. Nakalibot ako sa almost north and south of the Philippines and was able to do my mission. I was able to create a lot of things during that 7 years, and faith allows me to do that. So anong point ko this morning? Life might be, and then dahil it is no longer hindi na siya wise for me to have a big house. Hindi na siya okay na tumira ako sa malaking bahay na hindi ko kayang libutin dahil hindi ko kayang maglakad. Hindi ko kayang umakyat sa hagdan. Hindi ko nga kayang maligo noon. So I have to give up the house I dreamed of, created. You know, lahat ng mga magagandang nasa isip kong gagawin ko sa isang bahay, ginawa ko sa bahay na yun. I have to give that up in order to live life, enjoy it. Kasi kung nakikita mo nga ang magandang bahay mo pero hindi mo naman ma-enjoy kasi hindi kaya ng katawan mo, it's nothing. And I moved to this small community na peaceful rin. Ang ganda, diba? And I have found even more grace. Sobrang saya. We were here before COVID. And before, God has blessed the road to many graciousness and life that you can even imagine. Alam mo yung bahay sa Gulfbrook, that was the big house at the community club. We built it from ground up. So, kinonstruct yun. Lupa lang. Kinonstruct na malaking malaki. Binili lahat ng mga bagong gamit. Lahat ng meron sa bahay na yun ay bago. Walang gamit sa bahay na yun na luma. Lahat bago. Lahat mga bagong kasangkapan. Basta sobrang daming puro bago. Talagang we spent money on that property. Alam mo, we gave it up. Pinamigay namin. Even the clothes, even the expensive purses. pinamigay. And I feel better. Hindi ka nanghihinayang. Material na hindi pinanghihinayangan. Talagang what God is teaching us, that you seek first the kingdom of God and you remain just hooked onto His words and the Eucharist. Yung lahat ng bagay, hindi ka nanghihinayang kahit mawala. Kasi nakikita mo masobra ang binibigay ng Diyos and you can easily have it all back if He wanted it, because He did. He gave me more than what I had. It is really, ito yung kapayapaan na hindi kayang bilhin ng tao. Kapayapaan, lakas ng kaisip, lakas ng katawan, lakas ng kaluluwa. Hindi mo kaya yung bilhin. But God is blessing the life. Tingnan mo to. Ganito pala yan. Biruin mo yan, oh. Out of the blue may tumubong isang halaman. Hindi yan parte ng, ng kanyang, ganda. Yan eh. So, pagka, hindi ako nasunugan, hindi ako nanakawan, but I gave a lot of things out with great love and sacrifice. Alam mo, nung binigay mo lahat, you even gave yourself, okay na ako, kahit hindi na ako makalakad, hindi na ako makasalita, hindi na ako makagawa, wala na akong hinihingi pa sa Diyos kasi kahit hindi ko na nagagawa yung mga gusto kong gawin dati. I had been driving in the Philippines. I was covering almost the whole nation. Drive ako sa Visayas, drive ako sa Mindanao, drive ako sa buong Pilipinas hanggang Baguio, hanggang Batangas. And then when I was told that after my surgery, I have lost my senses, hindi na nagkukunik ang brain ko at ang mga paa ko, hindi na ako pwede ma-drive. I gave that up. I gave up my that independence, that you have to be independent to do whatever you wish to do. Gusto mo kung saan mo pumunta, gusto mo ma-shopping, gusto mo drive kung saan. I can do that before. Punta ako ng Canada, punta kami ng malayong lugar. I can try, but now I can't. Not because hindi pwede pa rin ako, but hindi ko hinahayaan na maging instrumento ako ng kapahamakan ng iba. Kasi if my brain is not connecting to my feet, kapag kailangan ko mag-brake, baka hindi ako makapag-brake, baka maka-aksidente pa ako, makapatay ako o mamatay ako. You know, those you have to give up. And I did. So, what's the story? Everything you have now, enjoy it. Because you do not have a hold to it. Whatever you are enjoying now, materially, spiritually, financially, emotionally, hold on to it. But be ready to let it go. Be ready to explore the life God is going to give you. No matter how stable you think you are right now, however you are, you think you have a lot, you have made it, appreciate it, but be ready to let it go, because time will come that you will let it go. The memories, may mga dementia na ngayon, hindi nila alam ang tunay nilang pangalan or sinong kausap nila. People lost appetite. Ang sarap. When we move, ang ugali namin mag-asawa, we travel to eat. That's the joy that we have. magpupunta kami sa iba't ibang bansa para kumain. Natatandaan ko sa Washington State, gusto lang namin kumain ng siomai. We drive to Canada to eat siomai and siopaw kasi wala pa nun sa Seattle. And I lost appetite hanggang ngayon. Mga pagkain gusto kong kainin, walang lasa. Lasang suka, lasang gamot. And I still appreciate food, but it is not the same as before. But you still appreciate life. So hold on to it. Hold on to the joy you have with your children, with your friends, with your classmates, and make it real. Yung mabuhay ng walang pagkukunwari. Kasi wala tayong ibang niloloko sa sarili natin kung tayo ay ng plastic. If we're pretending, wala tayong ibang niloloko kung hindi sarili natin. If we keep on pretending to please anybody, you're losing it. Kasi if they're seeing the person that you are not, hindi ikaw ang mahal nila, yung taong pinoportray mo. So, if you really wanted people to love you, show them who you are. Nagmagalit ka kung kailangan magalit. Sumimangot ka kung gusto mong sumimangot. And if they still love you for who you are, then that's your friend. Appreciate them. Pero if you keep on pretending that you have all of these qualities but truly you are not, you will end up nothing. Because you have not gained true friends. You have not gained true treasure. But if you do live the life that is true and pure, then congratulations. Because whoever you have now, kung sino man ang mga tao sa paligid mo, yun. Totoo yun. Sasaklaluhan ka nun. Magiging mabuti sila sa'yo. So those are the things that truly values yung mga tao na tunay na nagmamahal sa'yo kung sino ka. Help yourself not to pretend. Help if you're weak, be weak. If you are ignorant, then change it. Learn. Focus on the truth, diba, Neneng? Diba, Neneng? This little baby of mine, she knows everything that I have at heart. So when I'm saying something, nakikinig yan sa akin. Sumusunod, parang alam niya yung sinasabi ko. And the reverse of dog is God. So I always believe that when I'm talking to her, God is listening. Well, every time you have conversation with anybody, know that God is listening to that. So if you tell a lie, kung niloloko mo lang ang kausap mo, niloloko mo ang Diyos at ang sarili mo. Walang iba tayong niloloko kung hindi ang sarili natin pag tayo ay nagsisinungaling. If we are making a story, wala tayong ibang niloloko kung hindi sarili natin. If we are being plastic, ang ganda ng niloloko natin, sarili lang natin. Because yan ang sarili na yan ang iharap mo sa Diyos. Yan ang sarili na yan ang iharap mo sa kapwa-tao mo. So be true. At ang lahat ng ginagawa nating mabuti ay babalik sa atin. Ganon din ang mga masamang ginagawa natin sa kapwa. Romans 12:19. The vengeance is with God, not ours. So, never be afraid to speak the truth. Never be afraid to do the good things that you think you can do to others. And huwag ka manghinayang na maging mabuti. Sasabihin nila, aabusuhin ka ng marami. So what? So what? Kung aabusuhin ako ng marami, may Diyos na magtatanggol sa akin. Lagi yun ang sinasabi ko kay Daring. So sinasabi niya, mag-iingat ka, ganito ganyan. I said, I know. Nag-iingat ako. Pero kahit kailan, hindi pa ako pinabayaan ng Diyos ko. Kahit kailan. Ang mga sitwasyon ng maraming tao hindi natin kontrol. Pero wala akong natatanda ang pagkakataon sa buhay ko na pinabayaan ako ng Diyos. Nagkasakit, nahirapan, nasaktan, sinaktan. Pero all through all that, God showed up. He made me see the goodness of His love through all that. So, here is my life. This is what I am doing. And I hope this morning I have given you a piece of my soul so that you can learn from it, so that you can grow with me, and you can appreciate your life. This is not about me, but it is the life that we try to touch, that we try to bring to peace. Kasi kapag nakita mo ang kapayapaan, nararamdaman mo ito, subukan mong ibigay sa iba, I tell you, mas magiging masaya ka. Kasi hindi ka nag-iisa sa sinasabi nila, kaya malungkot sa taas kasi nag-iisa ka lang. So why not bring everybody up? Let us try to bring everybody up. Lift them up. Lift up everybody. Alam mo yung mga tao na down na nga sinisipa pa. I do not know what's the reason for that. Pero ang hindi naiintindihan ng marami ay, if you will do that, it will come back. Dahil darating ang pagkakataon na ikaw ang mangangailangan. At baka sa oras na yun, walang tumulong sa'yo. So do not allow others to experience that chaos. Because if you can do that, if you can be of help to another soul, do that. Do the best that you could, because darating ang pagkakataon, ipagkakaloob sa iyo ng Diyos ang pagkakataon na ikaw naman ang tutulungan. He will let you see the divinity of love, of neighbor. Nakita ko yan kay tatay, nakita ko yan kay inay. Nakikita ko sa mga kapatid ko. So you go over there, nak, wag dyan, kasi baka malanggam dyan. Okay, you walk right here. And mommy's going to watch you. So yun. So I hope this morning we did something good for each other. Let us pray for each other. Let us grow in love, hope, and faith. And make faith be the center of our goal every day. Kung hindi ka masyado pang nananampalataya na may Diyos, subukan mo lang, makipag-usap ka lang. Kung hindi ka pa nananampalataya na may milagro ang Diyos, may pagmamahal ang Diyos, may awa ang Diyos, subukan mo rin lang, makipag-usap ka. Allow Him to change it. Kung hindi ka naniniwala sa maraming bagay dahil nasaktan, nahirapan, nagkamali, allow God to make miracle out of you. Kasi He will make it. So my dearest brothers and sisters, mga kaibigan ko, kakilala, mga hindi kakilala, I hope today will be blessed for you. And I hope that the beauty of this life emerge in yours. And if you are enjoying it, share this life to others. And make them big because of you. Gawin mong malaki ang kapwa mo dahil sa'yo. Kahit hindi ka mapansin, kahit hindi nila alam na ginagawa mo ang lahat ng ginagawa mo, alam ng Diyos yun. Make the world see that God exists and make your heart get bigger because of your love. So today I keep on praying that everybody will see the love of God, His mercy and His protection, that abundance is available for all, that it is so bountiful to live this life. That's the promise of Jesus. That's the promise of God ever since Abraham. And until this very minute, He's giving that all to us. He is giving us limitless, abundant, bounty life. And all we have to do is surrender and receive, because it will happen. The abundance of God will flow, and it will never stop. It will always seek you, find you, and raise you until the very end. God bless you all, and hope to see you soon. Bye.